What's up, Sagittarius? How are you guys doing? It is time for your main monthly reading for July 2025. July 2025 for Sagittarius. So I do have an announcement to make. It'll be quick, I promise you. But first, if you're in need of a personal reading, the information is in the description. Don't forget about those new general readings I'm doing. Those are really hot right now, but that's not the announcement. The announcement is all week from today all the way to next Saturday, we're running my 4th of July sale. So the 4th of July sale is $5 off the weekly live readings. So $20. We're going to be doing $20 live readings. Now, remember, you can pre-order anytime on my website. Anytime. If you order one right now, it'll get read Saturday. They're read in the order of which they come in every Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So it's going to go until the live stream ends on Saturday. $20. So you can read up more about that, how it works, and everything else I have to offer down there in the description. All right, let's jump into this. Let's see what's happening with your love interest. What's happening between Sagittarius and the person they're interested in July, universe? Anything good happening? A relationship happening? A love offer being made? What's up, man? What's the dealio, Emilio? Ah, shit. You know, this is one of the most common cards that comes up for your love interest. It probably comes up about 80% of the time doesn't matter what sign I'm reading. This card comes up somewhere in the spread. So, you all know that I have little phrases that I like to use for certain cards. What's my phrase that goes with this card? Throwing in the white towel. Giving up on it. Saying fuck it. It's getting to a point now where I'm thinking, I don't know what's been going on with you all, but it almost kind of feels like you're not even really feeling the connection like you once were. You know? I don't know if it's just been weighing on you so long. See, just in general, it's kind of hard to hold your interest for a long time anyways. So some of you, now I'm getting this real funny, strong feeling that some of you normally would have gotten bored with this a long time ago. And you've held on to this longer than you normally would. Well, everybody's got their breaking point. And whatever's been going on between the two of you looks like it's just been weighing down and pressing on you and weighing on you and pressing on you to the point to where you're just like, you know what, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm done. I'm outie. Dun 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 dun. So, okay. Could be a Gemini for some of you. Also have Taurus. I got Taurus again. 2 Taurus cards. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Well, now's the moment of truth. T-R-O-O-F. Truth. Let's see how they feel about you. How's this person feel about Sagittarius universe? What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? How's this person feel about Sagittarius at the deepest level? What are their intentions? What's their energy look like? What kind of person are they in general? World card reversed. That might be tied into that Tower card reverse that came out in the first spread. I didn't mention that because I'm wanting to see if anything else comes in that may align with that at all. I'm thinking that there's definitely some past energy with this person. I don't know if they're trying to get back with their ex, or maybe for some of you they are. Is that what's happening? Maybe just for one or two of you, you're finding out they're getting back with their ex. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, they do have an interest in you. They absolutely do. Yeah, no, they're interested in you. But I do think they have some, they're also hoping to be able to get back with an ex. That's what I'm feeling. It's like they do have an interest in you, but they don't want to go too far with this because what if their ex comes back type shit, you know? Yeah, they're afraid of settling down with somebody new, you know, but yeah. I just think this person's confused, to be honest with you. Thank you, Stephanie, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Okay, well, that was quick. Shit. Let's get the advice. What's the advice? Oh, there we go. Ooh, karmic wheel reversed. Okay, so the two of you do have karma. So there is actually a soul contract here. So technically, according to the soul contract, there's supposed to be a relationship happening here. Now, I don't have the authority to tell you that you should walk away from incomplete karma that hasn't even started yet, you know? Now, if y'all have been tussling around in a cycle, that's one thing, but with a connection that hasn't even gotten up off the ground, I don't have the authority to tell you to abandon that. There's very few exceptions to that. You know, like, for example, if you're dealing with somebody that, you know, could be threatening your safety, that's an exception. Little shit like that. But very generally speaking, I don't have the authority to tell you you should walk away from this. But I'm not going to tell you not to. I ain't going to tell you that if you're feeling like walking away from it, you shouldn't. Because the hardest thing about what I do, and the hardest thing about, you know, coaching and guiding in the relationship and love department, is that there's no one piece of advice that you can give one person that will fix the whole situation. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. I don't care who you are. Don't care what your sign is. Don't care what you did or didn't do. If you're the good person or the bad person. If you're the protagonist or the antagonist. If you're the primary catalyst for the majority of the problems. I don't care. If you don't have cooperation on both parts, nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can do. So, I'll say this. If you're choosing to walk away from this, okay. But just know, you're going to have to clear this energy out of your field. Because that's a really, really old soul connection. Really old. This goes back further than just this lifetime. It's another reason why I don't have the authority to tell you to walk away from it. I wasn't even on this planet when you wrote this soul contract. I was way, way, way far away in some other fucking dimension. On my home planet, playing some other fucking game that has nothing to do with the 3D human Earth game when you wrote this contract. I ain't got no authority to tell you you should walk away from this. But I'll tell you this much, on an energetic level, that's going to really weigh you down. Because now you've activated it. You know, the connection was laying dormant before the two of you came together. Then you activated it. So now it's open and active. And that's really going to weigh you down. So you're going to want to focus extra hard on healing from this and releasing this. Extra hard. Because you're going to carry this with you wherever you go. You know, it doesn't matter how fast you run, you ain't going to be able to run from it. It's you. It's in here. You ain't going to run from it. It don't matter how much you laugh. You can laugh it off all you want. That's not going to change your frequency. So I would keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You will never run fast enough to outrun somebody else's energy. You have to release it. You have to process through it. And it's all done with your beliefs. I was just telling Scorpio this. Your perception is what creates your reality. You are not a victim to your own beliefs. You are not a victim to your own perception. You're not a victim to your own brain. You have the ability to rewrite the neurocircuitry in your own brain. You have the ability to change the way you perceive things. And it's not an overnight process, so quit trying to flip a switch and do it overnight. That's not going to happen. But keep that in mind on your journey, okay? Let's see what's coming in next. Let's see the next soul contract due to come in. What's the next contract due to come in for the singles? Boom. Ah, yeah. See? Long-term, stable commitment. For those of you who children is on the table as a possibility, I could see that. I could see that. Oh, man, look, though. Hey, I was hoping to keep this separate from the last reading, but it ain't going to let me do that. Definitely going to have to clear off somebody else's energy out of your field. The next person due to come in is on a completely different vibrational level. Completely different. So it's going to demand a different version of you. But that is what's due to come in next. So could be marriage, children, all that good shit. You know? It's just hard to say, like I said, with that death card and that karmic wheel and the star card reversed, when it's coming in. It's hard to say. Very hard to say. Some of you could squeeze it in the month of July, I think. I think so. Let's get an energy check on the next person coming in. What's their energy look like? What are some of the things that you will likely notice when the next person makes their way in? Ooh, they got their guard up. But I think they will be very quick to let their guard down. But see, here's the funny thing. When you meet that person, it don't matter if their guard's up. When you meet that person, there will be energetic transparency unlike anything you've ever felt before. So it doesn't matter. Their guard can be up all day long. And you'll be so tightly connected to them at such a deep level that you won't need to second guess anything that they say. You won't need to sit around and test the things that they're doing, you know. You know what I mean? You know the little tests that you run on people just to see if you can trust them? You won't need to do all that. You won't even feel the need to do that. So, communication. You're going to be blown the fuck away at how well you and this person communicate. Even if verbal communication is lacking. That's what's going to be so funny about this. But they will be pretty quick to let their guard down, though. They will. They will. All right, well, let's grab the advice. We're just going to have to get some general advice for that because I had a feeling, I was hoping that it wouldn't, but I had a feeling that that past energy would come through. I had a feeling. What's the advice for the single Saggies? What's the advice? Page of Cups. Hey, look, check it out. Hang on. Well, just know this. When your actual person shows up, we've been so brainwashed by the term happily ever after that little phrase kind of climbs up in our head and paints a false picture in our mind. Like, once my person shows up, I'm going to kick my feet back and relax and just be happily ever after and just smooth sailing till death does us part. Nope. 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 It's just begun. Oh, when your motherfucking person shows up, bruh, it's just begun. The transformation, the beginning of you becoming a version of yourself that you don't recognize, your friends won't recognize, your family won't recognize, for the better. For the better. I'm not trying to make it sound daunting. This is a good thing. That journey has just begun. Your person going to trigger your deepest weaknesses. Okay, so what do you think it means when somebody aligns with your highest good? What do you think that means? What do you think, as cute as it sounds good, it sounds cute, but what do you think it really means for somebody to bring out the best in you? What does that mean? What do you think that process would actually entail in real life? That means it brings your weaknesses up to the surface and challenges you to work on those weaknesses. That can be a messy process. It's not always fun. It ain't always rainbows and unicorns. Okay? There will be challenges. There will be obstacles. There will be ups and downs. When I say challenges and obstacles and ups and downs, I am most certainly not referring to cheating, domestic violence, abuse, manipulation, shit like that. You ever met that couple that will post something on Facebook and say, we've had our ups and downs? And you're like, ups and downs? You mean breaking up and getting back together for 5 years? You left and got pregnant and had to get an abortion, and then he got drunk and beat you up and went to jail, and then you had to get an EPO, and then he broke the EPO, and then you went and had it dropped, and y'all been on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off, and he's been in and out of rehab because he's addicted to methamphetamines, and that's not up and down. That's fucking get the fuck away from that shit, you know? You know what I mean when I say ups and downs. I'm talking normal human shit, okay? Normal human shit. There will be ups and downs, challenges and obstacles. So don't think that when your person show up, you're just going to kick your feet back and lay in the shade and just coast off into the sunset, happily ever after. Hail to the fuck no. But, the difference between challenges and obstacles with your actual fucking person and challenges and obstacles with that person that does not align with your highest good is that you will actually see progress. The two of you will actually work through this shit together as a team. And you'll begin to grow and evolve. And everybody will see it. Everybody will notice it. And that is what you see that looks like the closest thing to that fairy tale love you've ever seen in real life. It's the growth factor. See what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is keep that in mind. And don't go into it with any unrealistic expectations. Okay? This is fucking planet Earth. Ain't nothing easy here. There ain't nobody on this planet got it easy. Nobody. I know there's a lot of people like to pretend that they do. Ain't nobody got it easy. There ain't nothing easy. It's not easy being broke. It's not easy being rich. It's not easy being alone. It's not easy being married. It's not easy being weak. It's not easy being strong. No matter what you do, it's going to be hard. You know? Getting fat and out of shape is hard. Getting strong and in shape is hard. Which hard do you want? Being broke and homeless is hard. Being successful and financially abundant is hard. Which hard do you want? Ain't nothing easy. Being single and alone is hard. Being married to your divine life partner is hard. Which hard do you want? See what I'm saying? This is duality, yo. If you think you are ever going to find a corner on this planet where there's no darkness and there's nothing but light and happiness and little pink bunny shit and Skittles, you are sorely mistaken. This is 3D planet fucking Earth, and this is duality. Now, yes, we are raising the vibrations of the planet, and yes, the vibrations are higher now than they've been in recorded human history, but we still in dualism. No matter where you go, there's going to be good, there's going to be bad. There's going to be light, there's going to be dark. There's going to be happy, there's going to be sad. There's going to be good, there's going to be bad. Period. Okay? Keep that in mind. All right. Let's see what's happening with the past person. What's happening with the past person, man? With Sagittarius. Anything happening in July between Sagittarius and the past person? Boom. King of Pentacles reversed. Some of y'all dealt with an earth sign, possibly. Could be anybody. That's just an energy. Hangman reverse. Okay, 10 of Cups reversed. Ooh, we got that food, though. We got the food. We got the food. Does he have high socks? He does have high socks. The food. So I'm thinking closure is happening. Thinking somebody's coming forward. I don't know who this is yet. I don't know if it's you or them. Could be an Aries for some of you. And whoops, dropping shit. Closure. Closing this shit out. Squashing the beef. Letting bygones be bygones. Yeah. But that could reignite some old energies, and that could be a little bit more challenging than you think. Very potentially. For some of you, I think it's going to hit you a little harder than you expect. I think so. It's going to be a little harder. It's going to hit you a little harder than you expect. Okay. But I am seeing it being closed out, so that's a good thing. And what did we just talk about earlier? The more energy you release, the higher you vibrate. The higher you vibrate, the more you shift into different frequencies. The further into different frequencies you shift, the closer you come to attracting your person. Let's see how the past person feels about you. How's the past person feel about Sagittarius universe? Ace of Pentacles. King of Swords. Hang on. Okay, well, they've been making a pretty strong concerted effort to try to detach themselves from this. You know, they definitely want you to think that they've detached themselves from this. They want you to think they're over it. They want you to think they've moved on. And while they are getting over it and moving on, they're not over it and they haven't moved on. They still got feelings for you, but they're ready for closure too. Yep, they show the fuck is. And they're really seriously fucking curious about what's been going on in your life too. They've been keeping an eye on you. Of course, you're probably not surprised to hear that, but yeah, I think they're ready for closure too. Yeah, okay. Well, let's just get the advice. Let's get the advice. We pretty much got most of the outcome in the first spread. What's the advice? Woo! Two of Swords reversed. This has to be a final decision. Was that you or Scorpio? I think it was Scorpio. First of all, for a lot of you, I don't think this is somebody you need in your life anyway. But I was telling Scorpio this. Closure, you gotta check your fucking intentions when it comes to closure. You gotta check your intentions. If you have expectations of where you would want a closure conversation to go, don't do it. Don't try to get closure. If you have some little hidden hopes and expectations of something other than closure resulting from this conversation, don't do it. Closure is closure, period. Now, here's another thing too, because I think one of the reasons closure scares people sometimes is that it sounds so final. You know, it has connotations attached to it of putting the final nail in the coffin. And while, yes, ideally that's what we usually get closure for, that's not what it means intrinsically. Even if you want to bring someone from the past back into your life, you still got to get closure. Oh yeah, you do. Why? Because the primary law is the law of vibration. The secondary law is the law of attraction. You only attract according to the frequency in which you vibrate. The frequency in which you vibrate is the energy that's going to express itself and animate itself between you and anyone you bring into your life. So you're still going to have to close that old cycle out and wipe the old energy clean, especially if you want to bring somebody from the past back into your life. Definitely. If you don't, it doesn't matter what you do. Move forward. That energy is going to manifest itself in your next relationship. Bring them back. It's just going to loop around and repeat the same cycle. So, get the closure. I know it may feel weird. It may feel icky. It may feel funny. It may feel awkward. Let it sink in for a little bit. Give it a couple of months. I like to generally think 2 months. After a closure conversation happens, wait 2 months. And then step back, reflect, and feel it out. You'll feel an energetic shift after 2 months. Maybe even a month, too. I normally wait 2 months, though. And then ask yourself, how do I feel about this person? And then cross the next bridge when you get to it. Okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Sagittarius family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is in the description. Don't forget, we're running my 4th of July sale all week, y'all. From now until Saturday, I believe. Is that the 5th? I got to double check that date. Today's the 28th, next Saturday. $5 off the weekly live readings, so $20. So all week until the end of the live stream next Saturday, $20 weekly live readings. You can pre-order anytime on my website. They're read in the order of which they come in. If you order now, you'll be in the very front of the line. So, or you can wait until we're live. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, $20 weekly live readings. You can read up about everything else I have to offer, like my new general readings. And things are hot as hell right now, boy. I'm going to tell you. All that information is in the description of the video as well, all right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.